Why does it wait so long to give me notifications? Like, ooh, maybe apparently YouTube's not connected to Streamlabs anymore because I don't get notifications for that. So that would mean that somebody else accessed it, or why would it do that? It's so, like, uber frustrating to work on that stupid crap. Time to, like, do a little Amazon stalking. That is so delayed. Why is it like... It's like super slow and weird. That's not it. Did I not hit? I did hit start. It's just weird. By 10 o'clock, somebody waved, but not like here, not there. Probably on Insta. Too tired to think right now, honestly. Don't know why they text me on here and not on there, but sure. I'm breathing heavy because I had to just relieve some stress, that's all. And not in your weird, perverted way. For you people that have no self-control. Right? That's the way I look at it. Right? No self-control. It's a lot of people like that. Not saying we don't all slip up. Just saying. That's funny. I feel kind of compelled to talk about the 7 deadly sins, but like doing it today. I'm so tired. I didn't take a nap yesterday, so I've been up for like 28 hours, 26 hours, 28 hours? Maybe 28, roughly. Right. Thank you. It's just been so hot lately. Is the audio at least better this time? Because I feel like it's hitting, bouncing off the red. It's got to be loud enough now, but unfortunately, is that white noise too much? I should turn the fan down. I don't know, some people like the white noise. Maybe I'll leave it on because that requires me getting up. Jeeves, the fan, please. Where's it? Oh, good. Okay, then we'll leave it there, because I definitely can't do that. That sucks. I think it's time for new headsets, because these are a little, like, they're really starting to irritate me. I don't go back and watch my videos much, so I don't know which way I actually lay on them most. Do I lay on this here more? Most of the time, I think. Something like that. Alright. I hope you have a good day. Oh, this is gonna be a long one. It's like one of those catch-up sleeps. Oh, sleep's so good. It's gonna feel so nice. I wish it was a little cooler though. It was so cold at work. Because last week the air conditioner didn't work. And it was like 84 degrees or something inside the building. And probably like 90 something in certain areas. Just 8 hours of that crap, and then 8 hours in the hot shop, and just being in like constant heat. And it makes your like chest hurt. It's almost like you can feel your blood thickening up. But I hate sweating. Like, I just hate sweating, so I'd rather just reduce my water. so that I don't perspire. Right. I don't think I do. I'm not really. Never have been. It's a blessing. So I'm plugged in. But my throat is dry. Is it gonna be rainy today, or is it gonna be? It's gonna be clear. Oh, you jerk! That cord's crap. I need to look at the connector and fix it. I'm too picky sometimes. I do tend to complain a lot because I just have a higher standard than some people. Some people are like, yeah, that's okay. And me, I don't know if it's ever okay. Can't even read this name. It's like that lettering that's all looks like jumbled up Russian letters kind of thing, right? I don't know why don't they just write in chat? It's easier because I don't want to type. It's weird, right? Typing on here and being on it at the same time. Thank you. Ade, woo. Whatever. It's nothing. Needs work. Indeed better. Yeah, I mowed my entire lawn. Normally, I think it takes me half an hour. I swear I did it in 10 minutes yesterday. I just wanted it freaking done. Just so time consuming. All these little stupid extra tasks. If it was up to me, I'd turn all my grass into solar panels. But then the ground would erode away. Maybe not. Not if you had everything set to where the water couldn't hit it. That's why Pennsylvania has ant problems. It's nice to see. Yep, nice to see you. Sweet dreams. Florida has ant problems too. They got the sand lions. Those are cool. I used to catch those when I was a kid. And I go to my grandmother's house. I just always had this feeling that my grandmother killed her husbands off because I just never seen a woman go through so many men, unless her choice of men was just dudes that are like gonna die. Because I swear she's been through like 4 husbands. The only one that's actually survived is my real grandfather, because he kind of like left her and went with a younger woman that was like my mother's age, or younger than my mother, maybe? I can't remember. I know it kind of weirded my mother out a little bit or whatever, but they got along. That is kind of weird. That's a little too young. It's just awkward. I feel like sweet dreams. That man looked like he looked like he was 40 when he was 65. It's crazy. Definitely didn't age. How old is he now? Don't know. I never talked to that man. He was always just kind of such a go-getter that you just never really hear from him ever. Kind of thing, I guess. Oh, that was terrible though, because like I think she ended up being like a freaking addict. Like got messed up in some stuff, I think, when they moved down to Florida. I'm sure one of my grandfather's buddies got her on some shit and messed her up. As far as I know, she's probably living on the street. Actually, she's probably dead by now. Almost guarantee it. They always end up that way. Somebody else was talking about some woman that died. That did the same thing. I don't know. Some people's morals just get skewed. Right? They give you things for a reason. Hey, what's up? How was that way? That's what I do. Because I need to move my fingers. It's not, normally it's just whatever, but my joints, right? So my joints don't pop. Like if I try and pop my knuckles, what does that mean, right? If I try and pop my knuckles, they don't pop. Probably because I use them so much. Right? They're not like inflamed, they don't hurt, nothing like that. But I noticed that I can't really, I'd have to really, really push probably on them. My flexibility's not as much, so I never really push them like that. I hate when the viewers tick down to 1. That's so weird. And something's weird with the chat, right? So like sometimes people are typing and I can't see they're typing. So I don't know what they're doing if they're changing the chat tab. Because I know on YouTube there's 2 different chats. There's top chat and then something else, whatever it is. And it's like you have to flip back and forth between both of them to even see the chat. And then there's a whole nother one. I'm honestly, where Twitch is at this point, I think I'm just gonna disconnect it from Twitch entirely. I actually haven't even gone on Twitch and looked and seen what's hitting in ASMR. It's always these girls like on these microphones, right? Kissing these fake microphone ears and stuff or whatever. It is satisfying, I guess, to a point, but I don't know. It's like, it's almost like a hypnosis kind of thing. I don't like it. Just say hey and that's it. That's what I mean. Incomplete conversations. Why is it no one can hold a conversation? Is that a thing? I know. Do people not have anything to talk about anymore? You know how hard it is to find, like, intelligent people that actually have some theories or something, or actually think into stuff a little bit, right? Like, process things a little. They just Google everything now. And it's putting holes in these kids' heads. That and other things are putting holes in people's heads. It's so easy to fix. I mean, it really is. But greed has gotten in the way. It's like all around the gambling thing, too. Same mentality. That. And like people that like to hurt themselves kind of thing. All those kind of flow together. Like, that's a bad place to be. And people that don't care about themselves, right? Promiscuous people, those people. That is a whole nother freaking realm of... I just don't understand that. Like, you just give yourself away for what? I never could wrap my brain around that, how people can It's like a piece of your soul, right? I think it is. Unless you really just no, like, seriously though, they don't care about anybody. That's why. Because they don't care about themselves. So why should they care about anybody else? They might superficially care about themselves, but internally they don't. That's why they run around, hook up with whatever looks that way. It's kind of gross. I really gotta do something with the cabling. I'm wondering, like, is there a way to run longer USB connections? Can you go from, like, how long is a printer cord? You know, like the funky printer cord. The one that's got like the house on the other end, not just the rectangle one. Let's take off the blankets. It's hot summer. Hot summer. What is that? Is that supposed to be hoot or hot? If you sleep blanketless, followers will come. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm not sharing my junk, so. And last time I did that, no, I got a bunch of freaking weirdos. I ain't doing that. Like, just. It was kind of. Just, like, attracted that, right? I don't like it. That's why I sleep with my blankets on. I know what I have. Like, I'm not stupid. Thank you. So. But I think until you have children, you don't understand this. Right? So I think when people are young, they make stupid mistakes. That's exactly why I didn't mess around when I was in my 20s. Because I care about myself. And I care about others. I just don't think you get involved until you've built, like, a good relationship. I'm not saying that I've done that all the time either. I've made mistakes. Believe me. I am where I am for a reason. I had one good one. And her mother messed it up. And I don't know if her mother messed it up because she was jealous or because I pointed out a fact. Because that woman was like, God, 60s or something? 50s maybe. 50s. And just dressed inappropriately for a woman of that age. Like, you can be that age and dress elegant. You should be at your elegant stage in your 50s, I think. For women, like, refined, if at 50 years, you should have figured it out by now, kind of thing, right? 40s is kind of like, that's an oddball stage, I think, for women. What do you think? Like, I don't know how to, because they're starting to get gray hair-ish. No, most of them have already had them by like their 30s, I think. These poor girls. Yo, it used to be, well, no, it still is. Never mind, I'll keep that to myself. hard to sleep too. If I talked quieter. I really normally don't talk this much. But I know streaming has made me talk more out loud. Whether or not that's a good thing just depends what mood I'm in. If I'm in a bad mood, it freaking creates some massive chaos. Always does. Just my voice can anger an entire room. Angry yet terrifying. It goes the other way. Like, I can be happy too. I have really big extremes. Can be it that way. That's why I try not to get to the bad stuff, right? It's been a long time since I've been there. Just learn to laugh instead of think about how bad something sucks, right? When you think about how bad it sucks, it just kind of makes it worse, and it builds up, and it builds up, and before you know it, that entire volcano spills over top of everybody you know, or anyone around you. So it's easier just to stick that volcano in an island and just let it blow off steam slowly. Right. Then what happens? You slowly build, right? Process, thinking things through, trying to figure out how to be better, right? Most people, they don't care, they don't even want to try and be a better person. They're like, oh, this is what I do, this is what I know, this is the way my parents were raised, so why should I even try? Because look where I am and I'm not going to get anywhere kind of mentality, right? Yo, that's not the right mentality. That's just like, it's pathetic. It's just a climb. Most people don't want to take that step, right? I've had this conversation a lot with people this week during video chats. They're just afraid to make that step, like to push, because shit hurts. Like, it does. No matter what you do, it hurts. Physically, mentally, like, emotionally, everything sucks. But it's there for a reason, right? It's there for a reason. Let's see. Just gotta learn to practice self-control. What I do when I get frustrated is I do let it bottle up. But it's easier to let it bottle up, right? And then I'll go release it doing a strenuous activity, right? Exercise or whatever. So from time to time. Doesn't happen often. That's where I put that negativity. Because then you're, like, you got to get to that point, right? And if you get to that point, that's what you do. You get frustrated, you do that. You don't go do other things. There's moderation to stuff too. And some people can't moderate certain things like drinking and stuff. Or the other stuff. A lack of self-control shows a weak mind. Truly. You're not to that level, right? You can get there, just it is difficult. That's the motivation. And it's a good thing. Like, I think too many people sit down when they should be standing up the whole time. I push myself so hard that if I sit down, I'll literally pass out. Like, I'll fall asleep instantly. Or I get drowsy. Right? It's not freaking sleep apnea. That's the level I push myself. You don't see it. You see the little bit of time that I'm actually on here, which I spend sleeping, because it still is time that I can provide a service on top of all the other things that I do, and I get to rest for a little bit, right? That's all it is. And these small talks are good. Some people hear them, some people don't. Some people don't want to listen to it. They're like, no, okay, you'll figure it out then, or maybe you won't, you end up dead. Dead way before you should have even passed away, and you're never even going to get close to what you have. If you're living on this planet right now, clearly your bloodline has survived some crazy shit, right? So just about everyone, but there is that section, right? There is gonna be a section, there's always gonna be a section of failures. Doesn't mean if you're a failure you can't be better. It just means that is that section that most of the bloodline has the mentality that fuck it, it is what it is, and it sucks. Like, no. Like, it just takes effort, but you don't want to do the effort. So you can live on a dirt mound. Just sucks to see people waste their talent. So I try and nudge people a little bit when I talk to them. What do you want to do? What's your next goal? What do you want to become when you get out of school? Like, stuff like that. What are you studying right now? Do you like it? No, I don't like it. Okay, but use that. Too late. You're already in college. You already finished your stuff, right? You already finished your stuff, so do the job you hate, and then fund something you like doing. Like, it's too late now. You already kind of made that step. And you never know. You might be able to use that job if you make your passion big enough to, right, to do some section in there at some point. There may be jobs that doesn't apply, but for the most part, if you go to college to learn something, somewhere in a major business or corporation, if you could grow it to that point, you're going to use that, right? Like psychology and stuff. Psychology is still touchy. Like, I know there's things that, so there's these kids, right? These kids go to be psychologists and stuff like that. And I don't believe in that. I believe you need to be a certain age before you actually become a psychologist. I think you need to be, I don't know, I would say well in your 50s or 60s, right? Unless you had like a really crappy life. If you had a really crappy life, learned from it, actually started doing stuff, and let's say like you were a teenager, just had like nothing, right? Came from the ground up, and then by you hit 20, you have your own business, you're doing stuff like that. I would say by your 30s or 40s, maybe, that would be a consideration to get into psychology. If you think it would benefit other people. If you're only doing it to make the money on it, you might as well go be a politician. Tatas, what's tatas? What? Oops. Do I like them? Is that the question? It doesn't matter. As long as there's something to grab onto, it's fine, right? Too big is too much, though. Like, there is a level there where they can be too large. I don't think they should cause you back pain. But some people are born different, shaped different. I mean, in that refinement, you give your family line, your bloodline, right? A chance to stick around, right? If you just allow yourself to slip down, you will eventually be consumed and your bloodline disappears. That's just the way it is. Maybe you don't care about your bloodline. Maybe you just hate yourself and your family that much that you don't care. I'm sure we've all been there at one point or another. A really deep, dark place. Right? But I don't know. I think eventually you get out of it. If you try. Or you just keep it in your pocket for fuel. Sometimes just take a big old swig of it and get in that dark place just to get motivated again, right? So if you gotta hate something to change it, I think. Otherwise, why would you change it? Oh, I like my color green on my car or something. I'm going to change it orange. That makes no sense, right? Oh, I hate the color green. I'm going to change it orange. Or whatever. I'm not painting my green car orange. That would be tacky. I hate the Dukes of Hazzard paint job. I think that is the most gaudy looking thing in the world. Just god awful. I'm done rambling. In a nutshell, that's what I dealt with online this week with people. The nice thing is, I can talk about this in an open manner and not pointing out names at all. I'm not saying these people are bad for doing it or whatever. They're just in a certain stage, right? Like a certain stage of life that they're trying to figure out themselves also. So I don't have a PhD, so I don't have like the confidentiality thing. I can talk about whatever. But I do try and genuinely help these people. Just about everyone you approach listens. Don't really, except for the kids, like the really young. I would say like there should not even be. These are like 18 and older sites, right? And these parents are not paying attention to what their kids are doing. These kids are like 12 and 13. They should not even be on this site. And they don't listen to reason. Some of them do. There's very few, but some of them do. There's an intelligence there. You can see it the moment you talk to them. They have an intelligence, and I think those ones, I guess they're just amazed by it, but also I think it's like they may be doing the same thing. They may just be trying to find somebody to talk to that they click with, right? And hopefully it's somebody they click with and not somebody that's going to drag them down in a hole, because that's the hard thing, right? You got to find people that are in the up and up or moving in the up direction, because if you find those people that are taking that downward slope, you're going to go in with that downward slope, and it slows your progress, right? So you can either choose to go the downward slope with these group of people, or you can completely disconnect and go lonely and just start your climb from there. I think you'll learn a lot more doing that, honestly. It is a lot, but once you do that, like, your peace of mind is extremely precious. Okay. Sweet dreams. I'm done. What I do ramble on for, it was only 15 minutes. It felt like 2 hours. Yeah, I'm done with Twitch, I think. I know they don't moderate their age level either. Pretty sure I have it selected. I have to double check. And there's not enough men. There's not enough men out there actually being men. Like a real genuine man. And treating women the way they should be treated, I feel. Like, I don't really know that many dudes that are like would have the same set of morals that I do. Very few. I have some. That's where it is. A lot of it. Women are naive. It's a thing. It's a proven fact. I've proven it time and time again. They need a map, right? So like a woman is her man's center, and a man already has like the layout of the plan. Like this is where we're going, this is what we're doing, right? And some women don't like that. I understand that. That's the thing. And they think they want something different. And then when they say, no, I don't want to use that map, I'm going to go use this map instead. I find that they're like, crap. That other map was actually better, right? Well, too late. That map's blown away. No longer exists. Right? That's kind of what filters it. Everybody quit talking. Nobody's talking at all. There they fell asleep. Just about every woman I've been with. Well, no, I did break up with 1, 2. I broke up with 2. Wait, hold on, wait. Two ones that I was intimate with. I broke up with 2, and the other, like 3, decided that they wanted to change, and then realized that they messed up. But by then, I've already moved on, which is a thing. Because they didn't listen. Like, if you find, you can make, I really believe you can make anyone your soulmate if you really want to, I think. It's whether or not you're willing to deal with the crap. And then you gotta juggle that thing of everything else I just got done saying, right? To make someone your soulmate. Because if you're both not gonna work at it from the beginning, like you might as well not even try. But I don't think people figure themselves out before they get involved in relationships to be able to have the tools to do that, right? That's why they tell you to wait till you're married. Because if someone's not willing to wait, then clearly they don't have that level of patience, that mentality, that strength, right? And I know some dudes are dogs, and it happens, like forcefully and stuff like that, but you can also choose your situations, right? You can also choose your situations. And like, it happens to dudes. Dudes put themselves in bad situations and things happen to them. And that ruins them, I think. You don't have to choose to fight every time. You can choose to run, right? That's a thing, too. I just keep seeing that stuff. I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that I'm like you do the math, right? Choose what's best for you. Actually calmed me down a little bit. Yeah, but some of these parents need to freaking actually be parents, man. Dang, I need a freaking cigarette. I feel so re-energized just laying down for that little bit. Oh, that negativity was just pulling me down. That's what it was. It was so heavy. Now I feel great. I can actually get up and work again. Like mentally, I feel invigorated. Revived! Whatever you want to call it. Go smoke a cigarette in the garage. And just switch it over, right? Think it's dark, but this is going away. I'm down on my last. What is it? I might have like 2 packs worth. And then I usually just quit cold turkey. Just about everything I've quit cold turkey. I quit drinking cold turkey, and I quit quit smoking before, just cold turkey, because I don't know. I don't know any other way to do it. And I know you shouldn't be doing it that way, but I feel like just saying screw it and doing that's the best way to do it.